it has been, is what I'll say. Are you prepared to call it warmer than it has been?
I haven't really paid attention to what the temperature is, but it feels cool out there.
Speaking of has been, there's Landry Brewer.
Isn't Has Been a toy company? Oh, that's Hasbro.
12/31/25 is the date, and it's great. It's New Year's Eve. Man, I usually can't stay up this late, but here we are on New Year's Eve.
Do you think the United States is the best country in the world at killing people? Do you think we know how
We're
to do
very
that better?
good. We seem to be very good at it.
I don't know. Is it all that military training or all the football or all the movies we watch? What really prepares
Rambo?
us for that? Yesterday, I got on the computer at home, and I tried to look up some of that Kennedy Center stuff you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And all I saw was like 1 minute highlights.
They've embargoed it, I guess.
I don't get the Kennedy Center channel on my antenna. So I'm just going to have to... Do you think you could watch it at home? You get Paramount, so you could watch it and then just FaceTime me? Hold up your phone in the direction of your TV screen so I could watch it with you? And we could pop popcorn and then watch Quincy? Would you be willing to do that, Nathan? Would you be willing to honor me by showing me the Kennedy Center honors?
Well, it would really be an honor and a privilege, Landry, for me to do that. And if you don't believe me, ask Bob Maddox at American Hose and Supply for all your hoses and fittings. You look just like a guy who once beat his best friend senseless. You know that?
Dusty D.
American Hose and Supply is inside the Camrock building next to Fred's Steakhouse. Call 303-1123, 303-1123. Hoses and fittings, fittings and hoses. I think that's a fitting way to start the show. The text line says, good morning, men. Let the cult begin. Good morning, Aunt B and Opie. Do you remember that haunting episode of the Andy Griffith Show where Aunt B murdered Opie? Do you remember that?
Yeah, it ended in Sing Sing. Aunt B was electrocuted and Sparky, the electric chair. Same one that was used for the Rosenbergs.
Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud. You know who sings that?
No. Do you?
Kiss. Do you know who I heard sing it last night?
Garth Brooks.
Garth Brooks.
Shout it out loud.
Shout it, shout it, shout it out loud. Landry, Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Peter Criss, Ace Frehley. That's Kiss.
Uh-huh.
Okay?
Yeah. Not Timothy Schmidt.
Ace Frehley recently passed away. He fell and hit his head and died from that. So he was not at the Kennedy Center Honors about 2-3 weeks ago. But me and Deb watched it last. I watched the rest of the Kennedy Center Honors, and I still don't know why Gloria Gaynor was honored. Bless her heart.
Who is she?
I will survive.
That's her.
I will survive. Hey.
One song.
She has one song. No, she has more, but there's really only one. There's only one I knew.
Maybe she's a prolific songwriter who wrote for other people. Did she have lots of hits? She wrote for other people. Did she write an after-school special or some episodes of One Life to Live?
Landry, she wrote about surviving. Okay, she's a survivor.
I mean, somebody has to write those One Life to Live episodes.
Shout it, shout it. And then she wrote Shout It Out Loud for Kiss. And then she wrote Music of the Night for Andrew Lloyd Webber and Michael Crawford. I think it would be really something to be at a Broadway show. First of all, actually, all things considered, I'd rather just see a drama than a musical. Because in musicals, there's just so much music. But I will say this. If you're at a really good musical and they're doing a really good song, I think it would be quite something to be in the room.
Oh, yeah.
When a big voice is doing a big song like Music of the Night from Phantom of the Opera. And the gentleman they got at the Kennedy Center Honors to do that song did a pretty good job, as you can imagine.
Did you know who it was?
No. But he did a pretty good job. And so that's what I've gotten to enjoy this week, watching the Kennedy Center Honors. It was odd, 4 singers and an actor. They usually throw in a dancer or a musician somewhere in there. It's usually 2 or 3 singers.
Debbie Allen.
But it's usually 2 singers and a dancer and a cellist. It's Yo-Yo Ma every year. And an actor. It's something like that. But this time it was 4 singers and Rocky. That just seemed a little odd.
Sylvester Stallone will forever and always be known as Rocky. He will not do anything. He's not done anything or ever would do anything that is greater, that is more monumental.
That's right.
That is more enigmatic.
And I got to tell you, Landry,
that is more American.
I'm just going to tell you this, okay?
Than Rocky.
When they were showing the clip of the first Rocky movie, and he's running through the streets in his nasty gray sweatsuit and his hat, and then he gets to the Museum of Art and he's running up those steps. I said, and then he gets to the top, and you get this great shot of him looking over his shoulder at the skyline of the city of Philadelphia. And I said, I stood right there. I did the run, and I stood right there. I did that. And you know what? It was awesome.
That was 76, right?
Yeah. The year we were born.
And that's the one where he loses to Apollo Creed, right? That's the end of the movie.
Wait, wasn't it a draw?
Or was it? It was
I
a draw.
thought it was a draw.
He didn't lose. It was a draw.
Yeah, remember?
That's possible.
Remember at the very end of the movie, and Apollo, they've just beaten each other senseless, and Apollo says, "There ain't gonna be no rematch." And Rocky says, "Remember what he said? 3 words.
As soon as you tell me, I will.
3 words.
Yeah.
You be Apollo. You say, ain't gonna be no rematch.
Ain't gonna be. Oh, that sounds like Rocky.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no rematch, chump.
Don't want one. That's what he said. Don't want one. Don't want a rematch.
Isn't that interesting that this great story, this kid from Philadelphia, and it's been 1,000 years since I've seen any of it. How does he even get to box the champ?
I don't remember. It's been too long.
So he's the underdog. He's nobody from, I was going to say nobody from nowhere, but he's from Philadelphia. And that's not nowhere, that's somewhere. It's a pretty consequential city. But you got this underdog nobody's ever heard of. He's running around chasing chickens to train. He's in his old sweatpants. His nearly deaf trainer, Mickey, was the penguin, and he's old. Nobody knows who he is. Gets to fight the champ. Gets the opportunity of his life, and he doesn't win. He doesn't lose, but he doesn't win. See, Nathan, the joy's in the journey. That's the story, is getting to that point.
Yeah. The
And
joy
probably,
is in the journey.
Overcoming the odds, getting that shot, and trying to make the most of it. But you know what? Sometimes in life you don't win. Sometimes you tie.
Mm-hmm.
But he meets Adrian and goes ice skating and chases that chicken.
And eventually he boxes against the hanging meat.
Yes, he beats up that beef. And am I crazy, Nathan? Or doesn't the second Rocky 2, doesn't it start where the first one ends? Aren't they in the hospital?
Yeah.
And they beat each other with their crutches.
And remember Rocky, remember the scene where he walks over to Apollo's room?
Yeah.
And Apollo's in bed?
Yeah.
And the light's off. He's like, "Hey, champ." I don't remember the line. It was something like, "Did you really give me your best shot? Did you fight me the hardest?" Whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah."
Oh, that was awesome. You know what there was? There was some grudging respect.
That's right.
That's what there was.
Mm-hmm.
And then they fought again, and that's when Rocky killed him.
And then he went after Gorbachev. That was the genesis of Rambo.
That's what
he became Rambo.
He became Rambo, brought down the Iron Curtain, whipped Mr. T and Hulk Hogan, and then he went after Gorbachev. Is that right?
Yes.
It was in that order.
That's what made Rocky the greatest American hero.
And that's how he won the Kennedy Center Honor.
By ending the Cold War with a whimper instead of a bang.
Nathan, he didn't beat the champ. They tied the draw. It was a draw.
Dun, 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 dun. See, because we were so young when all the Rocky movies were coming out, and Eye of the Tiger comes out. That's the song everybody associates with Rocky.
Yeah.
That wasn't until Rocky 3. That wasn't until he beat Mr. T.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, it was in that installment that Mick, his trainer Mickey, had died because he got soft. Rocky got soft. And then Mickey died, and he goes out and was it the first round, the first fight against Mr. T, and Mr. T just clobbered him?
Just whipped him up and down.
He was like 30 pounds overweight, and he got a cramp in the first round because he was so wretchedly out of shape. His training consisted entirely of using the Thigh Master. That was it. And so Mickey dies, and Rocky's upset, and then Apollo Creed comes out of retirement, and he coaches him. He trains him.
Yeah.
And then just before, you remember what happens in the locker room?
Oh, yeah. Gave him his draws.
Gives him his red, white, and blue American flag shorts to wear. That's when I lost it.
What is your favorite Rocky movie of all of them?
I like 3. I like 4 for obvious reasons. We whipped the Russians.
Yeah.
But Apollo, spoiler alert, Apollo dies.
Yeah,
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But I like maybe 3. Maybe 3 is my favorite. Because, Apollo becomes his coach and doesn't whip him into shape.
Okay, but I'll say this.
And then he winds up winning.
My single favorite scene, I think, in all 27 of the Rocky movies.
It's always the training scenes.
No,
man.
my single favorite scene is the final moments of the final round in Rocky 2 when they're in the ring. It's the rematch between Rocky and Apollo Creed. They're both on the ground. They have beaten each other so much and they're so tired. They're both on the ground. And the referees, I didn't know this was a thing, starts counting them both out. He's counting both. He's just doing a count. And I suppose if they're both out, it's
another draw.
And you've got everybody there. You got Burgess Meredith and Paulie and Adrian all say, "Get up, Rocky, get up." And he's just struggling. His arms are so heavy. And he finally pulls himself up like at the 8 or 9 count. Apollo can't get up. Rocky finds enough strength, Landry, to pull himself up.
Is that a metaphor?
And I can
life?
still see the referee. At 8, he's still trying to get up, use the ropes to get him up. 8. And about 9, he stands up. And so when the referee hits 10, Rocky's standing. Apollo's down on the ground. 8, 9, 10, you're out. And Rocky's the champ. That is my single favorite scene in all 27 Rocky movies.
And is it in Rocky 1 where he's at the end of the fight? He's Adrian. Is that 1 or is it 2? I can't remember.
And number 2 is Yo Adrian, I did it. I think because he won.
Maybe that was it. Was that it?
Maybe. She was honored. This is from the text line, by the way. Gloria Gaynor, you know why she was honored, according to a listener? She was honored because she is still surviving.
I remember seeing an interview, or part of an interview, with Talia Shire.
Yeah.
The actress who played Adrian in the 17 Rocky movies. And I remember her saying something like, since then, the rest of her life, she will be Adrian. People come up to her, they shout, "Adrian!"
Yo, Adrian.
She will always and forever be Adrian.
Listeners asking on the text line, 225-9697, did you see Rocky 12 where he fought Grover from Sesame Street? I missed that one, but I wish I hadn't.
Really sad. The last Rocky I saw was it Rocky Balboa?
Where's the old guy and he's got to get permission to come fight?
Did I see all of that? Adrian has died.
Yeah, it was so sad. And Milo Ventimiglia is his son. He's Rocky Jr., doesn't want anything to do with his dad.
And then I never watched Creed.
You never watched any of those?
I've never watched.
They're good.
Those.
Enjoyed those.
Does Sylvester Stallone show up in any of them?
Barely. He's there, but barely. He's not in the first one. He's in more, but it's a good flick. Good couple of flicks, actually.
Doesn't he introduce him at the Kennedy Center Honors?
In fact, Ivan Drago is in, because I think he ends up fighting Ivan Drago's son.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because Ivan Drago killed his father.
Let me tell you something. I don't want to give it away since you haven't seen this 6-year-old movie.
Yeah,
there's some redemption there. Okay,
is that Michael B. Jordan who?
Yes.
But not to be confused with Barry J. Sanders.
Through today, at Barbara Dyson Ford, you can get a 0% interest for 5 years on all 2025 Escapes, Explorers, yes, F-150s, and even Transit vans. Give yourself a holiday gift and get it off your taxes. and then go throw some axes. BD Ford, northeast part of Elk City.
Is the Ole Miss quarterback Trinidad Chambliss, is he awaiting a ruling on his 7th year of eligibility because he's got one more year of law school to finish?
By the way, do you remember 1988 or 92 or 94 or something when the qualifying rounds for the World Cup always involved Trinidad and Tobago?
Trinidad and Tobago.
Keep chugging that coffee. The Brewer Boys will be back with the early morning show in a couple of minutes.
You got 5-6 tractors out there. You got a dozer, a traco, a grader, something like that. I mean, you go through a lot of oil in a season. I mean, you'll use a few hundred gallons in a season. So here at Camrock, we have the same specification oil as the other brand, where people think that they have to use that for a certain color on their tractors and stuff like that. But we have the same oil specifications as they do. Works just as well, does the same thing, lubes it just the same. Price comparison is, it's not even a comparison. We have a better price than anybody around on that type of oil. They can come in and talk to us, see what they want, or give us a call, and we can come out, see what they have, fill their tanks, set them tanks. That's what we've done here in the past. We've converted a lot of farmers over to our brand, our house brand of motor diesel oil. The price savings it's huge for them. We sell it to oil field companies also. They use it in frac pumps, and they're not happy, you know it, and it's working great for them. Camrock is the name of the company. It's 2111 South Main, Elk City, south of Fred's Steakhouse. The price savings it's huge for them.
Just when you thought the holidays couldn't get any better, this happens. Through New Year's Eve, Barbara Ford is offering 0% interest for 5 years on all 25 Escapes, 0% interest for 5 years on all 25 Explorers, 0% interest for 5 years on all 25 Transit Vans, and 0% interest for 5 years on all F-150s and select Super Duties, and make no payments for 90 days. Finish the year in style at Barbara Ford in Elk City, online at barbadysonford.net.
When she walked into the store, she looked around and then she said,
"Am I in Dallas?"
that's because the space was so big, so nice, and so full of beautiful things. Now, you and I love living right here in western Oklahoma. We like the small town friendliness. We like knowing each other. We like feeling safe. And we like being able to get where we're going pretty quickly. But now there's a store you can visit right here in western Oklahoma that makes you feel like you're shopping in a massive metropolitan area. Ever since Grandview Pharmacy and Gifts moved into their new digs, they keep getting the same reaction from people.
Wow, this looks fabulous.
The store is big and beautiful, and it's full of things that'll make your home beautiful and make you look and feel great. If you know, you know. But if you haven't been in yet, you're missing out on a big city shopping experience right here in little old western Oklahoma.
Grandview Pharmacy and Gifts, now located at 1503 West 3rd Street in Elk City.
We have a lot of patients that love that we kind of like to have fun.
I like to hear us singing together in the operatory, humming along. If you would like a serenade while you're getting treatment, we're your girls. But if you also want us to shut up, we will.
It's not so nerve-wracking for a lot of people.
We have a good time with our patients. Try to help put patients at ease, kind of distract on the fact that we're working in their mouth. We like to have a good day, and when you're around that type of atmosphere, usually it's kind of contagious. Others have a good time. You know, when you're having a good time, others have a good time too.
I'm Dr. Jamie Cameron, Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics in Weatherford, catty corner to Walgreens. swdentalok.com. We're also on Facebook.
Southwest Dentistry and Cosmetics, where we treat you like family and do life-changing dentistry.
Fine Line wants your car, and they're going to pay you for it. Top dollar. Call Steve Jones at Fine Line, 225-9111, 225-9111. Make some money.
Information, entertainment. Nathan and Landry Brewer call it infotainment. And it continues right now. The Early Morning Show on KECO.
I started at $29,000 my first year full-time faculty.
24 minutes after 7 o'clock, 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. It's about 37 or 36 or 33 degrees where we are. Your weather coming up at the bottom. We'll put a spotlight on Elk City. Jared with local news. Farmers, you know this. You use a lot of oil every season. Oil field companies use a lot of oil, well, all the time. Camrock's oil. Okay, Camrock, their oil, same specifications, lubricates the same as those high-dollar designer brands, but boy, you save a lot of money. Folks who use a lot of oil save a lot of money with Camrock Supply in Elk City. Also Oklahoma City, Midland, and Ulysses, Kansas. 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show. Changing it up just a little bit because of the holiday season. So our WTC Friday has become a WTC Wednesday, the last Wednesday of the year. We're talking to Sarah Hirschman, Marketing and Communications Director for Western Technology Center's 38 campuses all over the Midwest. Sarah, good morning. Can you hear me okay?
I can, and good morning, everyone.
Thank you for adjusting your schedule for us. We appreciate that.
Oh, this is great. This is great. And still love to be able to chat with you all and be able to share what's going on with Western Technology Center. And, you know, we can reflect back on a great year and look forward to something else amazing. So I'm glad to be on.
So you guys are on your break right now. Everybody's on their break right now. How quickly will the next semester get rocking and rolling?
Okay, so big day is Tuesday, January 6th. That's when all campuses and classes open back up. Except, spoiler alert for WTC personnel, we do have staff development on January 5th, Monday. You better be there.
Oops.
Yeah. But, you know, we have several things coming up that I definitely wanted to touch base on. You know, we in November, we had tech tours with sophomores who are looking at, can WTC be a part of their education plan once they become a junior in high school? And then that we had our application for enrollment take place in December. Well, we have it where these students have an opportunity to revisit the campus and spend the complete training session time in the program that they're interested in. It gives them, I think, a little bit more feel of in the life of a WTC student, what would take place that time with their instructor. So key dates on that is January 21st and 22nd for our Burns Flat and our Sarah campus. So students get to revisit, and these are new students who are looking at coming to Western Technology Center for the first time. We then have a mandatory parent night meeting. This is the next step in their application process, and that is Monday, January 26th, or Tuesday, January 27th. Notice they get to choose which day. There's a 5:30 session or a 6:30 session. They get to choose the time that they come. We think it's important for a parent, a guardian, a significant adult in a student's life to step foot on our campus, meet the instructor, see what they're going to be doing, and they're going to be spending, 3 hours a day with us for, depending on their training program, close to 2 years, 2 school years. And so we want that kind of connection with the parent. And so that's real key for parents. That takes them to that next step. Then the students will know before spring break, those new students, if they have a seat in that class. And so we're just excited to be able to, again, it's hard to think, we barely get into, it seems like, a routine in our school year, and then, you're already recruited, working, to that next class that will be coming in. And it's exciting that you're going, wow.
Didn't we just do this?
Yeah, exactly. You kind of feel like I'm repeating myself,
We're talking to Sarah Hirschman here on 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show, Western Technology Center Marketing and Communications Director. About a month ago, you brought in and introduced to us a young man named Cody McPherson, who is a business development side. He's the new Danny Britton. And I got to tell you, Landry and I talked about this. He's an impressive guy.
Yes. And, again, just as we had said on that particular show, even though he's new to Western Technology Center, he's not new to the career tech system. And being a graduate of another technology center and then moving into different roles in a couple of different technology centers across the state, he brings in a lot of skills and a network in a different way for us. but I tell you, he is a go-getter, and it's exciting that for us. When I think back of what we did in 2025, we served 383 businesses, and he considers it a challenge because he now wants way more than that. There's way more than that here in Western Oklahoma, and so love that, and we're excited. And one of the things he did ask me definitely to mention, because we do have an emergency medical technician class that will be starting at January 24th through May 2nd, and the reason why it's that long, it's just they meet Tuesdays online and then Saturdays in person for a skills lab at our Weatherford campus. And right now, they have scholarships out for volunteer firefighters to be able to come, tuition waived. So our different fire departments, especially if they're wanting the volunteer firefighters to get this additional credential as an EMT, this is a great time to do it. Otherwise, if they are a non-scholarship person, it's $999. And that. So, but a great way, again, because of the time frame of when the training is, it may be where individuals are going, you know what, I'm thinking of a career change, or I've always wanted to be in the emergency medical services type of career field. This may be that stepping point for them. And so, again, they can go to our website at westtech.edu, go into the adult short-term class tab, and then go to our Weatherford campus and then get more information about this particular emergency medical technician class. But again, it starts January 24th. Tuesday nights are online, so it's not in person. They get to do it at the convenience of their home or potentially wherever they're at. And then Saturdays, it is in person for a skills lab.
Sarah, let me ask you something, and please forgive my ignorance, but for the long-term programs that you guys offer, do any of them begin in January, or do they all begin in August?
They all begin in August. The way for our full-time, long-term programs, they do begin in August and that. So, but, there's many of the programs that we do have that you can start working on different credential things in short-term classes. So that way it may be more workable with your schedule. And again, part of it, too, I think, is because of how the career tech system here in Oklahoma, they really, the first seat into a class, unless it's an adult-only program, is for high school students. That's the way it was created as a great partnership with our local school districts, and where students are able to get trained, have an opportunity to receive certification before they even leave high school. And I mean, last year we had 825 industry certifications amongst our students who completed. So it's a great opportunity as they're able to step in either right into the workforce. Some decide to continue on with their education and get additional credentials, all depending on what their career goal is. And I think that's the part, I know some people go, okay, it's time to set my resolutions, but put teeth to your resolutions, make it a goal, and start taking those action plans towards how are you going to make it happen in your life. And Western Technology Center is excited that, we've been around since 1970 and here in Western Oklahoma, and even though sometimes different programs may have changed what is being offered, we really are excited for the opportunities that we're able to provide here in Western Oklahoma. I mean, next year we're going to have our aviation technology structures program, and I'm telling you, I mean, when things started back in 1970, they did have an aviation mechanic program just for a short time, but so much left Western Oklahoma at that time. But now it's coming back, and we need to be on the forefront and help these different businesses that are looking at Western Oklahoma as a possibility. And yes, Birch Flat, because of the opportunities they may have around there of being able to, will we be able to provide them the employee pipeline that they are needing to have the credentials, to have the skill set? Really, that's an opportunity, I think, for all of us here in Western Oklahoma to see, are we going to be ready? Are we going to be work ready for what's coming our way?
96.5 KECO is the early morning show. Sarah Hirschman, Western Technology Center. Couple of 2 or 3 or 4 months ago, the state of Oklahoma got a new state superintendent of public instruction. Ryan Walters left, and Lyndall Fields came on board, and he has a background in the kind of things that Western Technology Center does, career tech. I mean, it's still early in his tenure, and I know you're focused on WTC and what's going on right here in Western Oklahoma. Have you been able to sense a change in direction in state education, maybe more towards what you guys do at WTC?
I think, from my take so far, what it is, and I know that the big challenge that he had was to be able to reunite and have transparency taking place, within that department, and the workload that I'm sure that must be on that part. But I think his focus on a career pathway, it helps every educational entity. If we're able to help in communicating at early stages in education for students about the opportunities that are available. And there's a lot. When you look at, I think about my youngest daughter knew for sure she was going to be a veterinarian. And I mean, she took the sciences. She made sure on that part. But, she had an opportunity. She went on a mission trip. She had an opportunity. I mean, she was overseas. She found that she had such a gift in teaching. And all of a sudden, everything she had been looking and planning towards, something like that, she goes, I still love animals. I still will work with animals. And she goes, but I think I'm supposed to be a teacher. And very honestly, there was a part of us that was going, they don't pay much. We're trying to, oh no. But, and we have to get past that stigma as well. And one of the things that we have a program at Western Technology Center. It's a 1-year program, and we have several. I mean, high school students that think they might want to be a coach going into either early childhood education or beyond, like that. They'll go through that program. It gives them an opportunity way before they start taking any college classes. However, just a side note, they also can get concurrent enrollment in that program. So it's sweet pay, but with that, it gives them that exposure and experience to see those opportunities of what they can do in impacting the next generation. But we have on a wall, it says, every profession begins with the teacher.
Indeed. And, Western Technology Center is plumb loaded with teachers ready to begin semester numero dos next week. But, hey, teachers, faculty and staff, don't forget, you got to show up a day early.
Yeah. Hey, I also want to do a quick shout-out because the month of January is Board Member Appreciation Month. And truthfully, when I think and I read about, all the different school boards, and there's a lot going on in our schools as they're trying to maneuver through all of the different things for education and that board members, we really don't realize all that they do in helping school districts meet their goals and their vision and working towards that. And so I want to do a shout out and a thank you to Western Technology Center board members who they have our back, but they so encourage and support, but they challenge us to continue to focus on our vision, to make sure we're implementing our mission, not just voicing it. And so thank you, Ray Chalice, Daryl Nutley, Rudy Mayfield, Phil Delpa, and Jackie Aaron for all you do. And again, January is Board Member Appreciation Month, so I challenge listeners to thank the board members in their local community for what they do for the school district represented there.
Sarah Hirschman is Marketing and Communications Director at Western Technology Center. Sarah, the website, best source for information for all campuses and all programs, correct?
That is correct, and that's westtech.edu, westtech.edu. Our mission is educating people for success, and we feel we're able to do that through our business and industry services, short-term classes, and our full-time programs, and much more that we're able to provide for our local communities as we serve Western Oklahoma.
Sarah Hirschman, thanks for, again, adjusting your schedule for us. We hope you have a very safe, warm, and happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everyone.
See ya! 96.5 KECO's The Early Morning Show, 7:39. You have an uncle who's rooting for you to have a big old fat retirement because he's got his hand out waiting to get his. He's your Uncle Sam. Do you want to kick Uncle Sam out of your retirement? Advanced Financial Strategies can help. Advanced Financial Strategies in Clinton. The office a block and a half south of Homeland. The website, retirewithbacca.com.
Nathan and Landry will keep talking on the Early Morning Show right after this.
They're expecting me to get whatever task done. To a farmer, a tractor, combine, gets them up and running. He's back in the field, makes some money. Guy in the oil field, their piece of equipment's running again. That makes some money. Solves that problem. I'm Brock Kalk, and my company is American Hose and Supply. We sell all types of industrial hose and fittings, oil field or agriculture. So if you're a farmer and need a hose built, you can come in, we'll build it. You're a oil field customer and need us to come out and see you, we'll come out and see you and take an order or pick up a hose, build it, bring it back to you. If we're competitive on price, we say we'll bring it to you. We'll do whatever it takes to get it to you, make life easier on you, or you can call us to solve a problem. Hey, can you get this? Why wouldn't you? American Hose and Supply, 2111 South Main, Elk City, Oklahoma, in Camrock Building next to Fred's.
Or call 303-1123. 303-1123.
Why wouldn't you?
My dad and I don't change our minds easily, but we really wanted better grades on our cotton. So a couple of years ago, we met with Keith and the team at Carson County Gin. I'm cotton farmer Spencer Smith, and my dad is Jimmy Smith. We liked what we heard and saw in that meeting. We liked it a lot. Keith Mixon said he wanted to earn our business, so we gave him a chance, and it paid off. The communication was great through the whole process. They contacted me on a regular basis. When I called them, someone always answered the phone. The cotton came out looking great. Their attention to detail got us a higher grade and a higher price. Turnaround time was excellent, but they made sure to do the job right to get us better, cleaner cotton. And then they helped us sell it for more money. Carson County Gin is located near White Deer, Texas, west of Pampa. You'll find them online if you Google them. Dad and I trust the team at Carson County Gin with our livelihood. They're the kind of people we want to do business with.
Briley Bacca is an investment advisor representative of and advisory services offered through Royal Fund Management, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Every dollar you save for retirement has a silent partner, and it's your crazy Uncle Sam. He's waiting with his hand out, ready to take a chunk of your IRA, your 401k, and even your Social Security if you're not careful. But here's the truth. You can fight back. With the right strategy, you can keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket and out of Washington's. At Advanced Financial Strategies, we specialize in family wealth management, helping families in western Oklahoma cut down on future tax bills, maximize income, and keep control of their financial future. Don't wait for the IRS to decide how much of your retirement you get to keep. Call me, Briley Bacca, a certified financial planner professional here in Clinton, at 323-6800, or visit our website, retirewithbacca.com. Advanced Financial Strategies, your money, your future, your choice.
Need a trip hopper, feed buggy, or cattle chute? Call Barnes Feed Service in Hobart, Oklahoma. 580-726-2120.
Nathan and Landry Brewer are so talented, we're thinking about actually paying them to do this gig.
Oh, that's bad.
No, that's good.
How come?
The Early Morning Show continues right now.
18 away. Yesterday is a lot like today. It's gonna be sunny and warmer than usual, but not much. How about usual? Carter Electric bringing you the weather this hour. Infrared scanners and a technician to tell you about it. Carter Electric, authorized Generac generator dealer. Carter Electric, 225-2447. Carter Electric, your weather calls for sunshine, 61, north wind shifting south, 5 to 10. Tonight, clear 31. Tomorrow, increasing clouds and 60. Today, sunny and 61. Tomorrow, partly cloudy, 60. Right now on the back porch, 36 degrees. I'm Nathan. That's Landry. And that's Sam with the Elk City Convention Center, here to put a spotlight on Elk City, Oklahoma. Brought to you by the Elk City Chamber of Commerce, Elk City Convention Center. And I got to bow down and give it up. I was knowing that it's New Year's Eve, knowing we're going to talk about the Christmas lights in just a minute, but just knowing that we're drawing to a close of the lights once again. I drove by, and I thought to myself, I personally want to thank not just the city of Oak City, but specifically the crew that put those lights up. It's got to be tedious, difficult work, okay? That's not a thing you can get done in an hour. It's not a thing you can get done in a day. It took about 6 weeks to get all those lights up. And they did it. And not everybody has a job that brings other people joy. But the work they did in stringing those lights, thankless work largely, tedious work, people either wonder, why are they doing it so soon? Why are they putting them lights up now? It's only, you get some of that. And then other people, complainers, whatever. But time and again, I drove by the park, walked through the park, and it made my day better. It always made the holiday season better for me. It brought me joy. Not everybody has a job that does that. But those fellows who did that largely thankless, tedious, difficult work for 6 weeks getting those lights up, now they got to do it in reverse, take them all down. And I want to thank them. Sam Brewer is with the Elk City Convention Center here to put a spotlight on Elk City. Good morning. Go ahead.
Until this morning, I had forgotten what day it was. I forgot it was New Year's Eve. But not only that, there's a New Year's Eve celebration tonight. Not tonight, but today.
What time of day is that?
Well, I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me.
New Year's Eve.
December 31st, that's today, at 11 a.m. at the Elk City Carnegie Library. There will be games, crafts, snacks, and a countdown to noon. So if you can't stay up that late, this is perfect for you. If you can't stay up late or if you're 8. Also tonight, the Ackley Park Christmas Lights final night.
Oh.
The final night to enjoy this year's Christmas light display is New Year's Eve. Christmas lights will shut off at 11 p.m. tonight and will not return until Thanksgiving 2026.
That's why I drove by the park today, just to make sure I saw them today.
You did?
This morning on my way to work, I drove by the park so I could see the lights.
That's nice. Southwest Oklahoma Show Pig Series is this Saturday. It is this Saturday, January 3rd at the Elk City Convention Center. Cards are due at 8 a.m. Show starts at 9 a.m. More information at the Southwest Oklahoma Show Pig Series Facebook page. And Tuesday, January 13th at 7 p.m. is the Elk City Chamber of Commerce annual banquet at the Elk City Convention Center as well. Tickets are $40 each, or you can get a table of 8 for $320. RSVP by January 5th, 2026. You can call 580-225-0207 to RSVP. 580-225-0207.
God, this is that awkward time of year with the date change, New Year's, all this. It is so embarrassing. All week long, I have still been writing 2025 on my checks. I just can't get used to 2026.
Well, it's not here yet.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
Yeah, I know.
It's still the big 2-5.
Yeah.
Right.
Landry, all week long,
Nathan,
I have still been writing 2025 on my checks. That is so embarrassing.
I can't stop writing 1987. And I don't even know why.
So what you said, if I understood you correctly, Sam, there's a noon Year's Eve party today at Oak City's Carnegie Library, starting at 11. It sounds like a 1-hour countdown to noon.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's in the name.
Ackley Park Christmas lights, final lights tonight. Get by and enjoy them. And it's getting porky. It's getting piggy. Southwest Oklahoma Show Pig Series, Landry. It's this Saturday, Elk City Convention Center, Elk City Chamber of Commerce annual banquet. As he mentioned, wouldn't it be something if they served pork from the Show Pig Series at the Chamber banquet?
Well, if your pig underperforms, that's what they serve.
The last place. You're done for.
Well, it is the other white meat.
Bacon, pork chops, ham, pulled pork.
Oh.
Sounds delicious.
Barbecue pork, forget about it.
Fried hoof.
Sam, if anybody wants to get this list, this information, where do they find it?
You can visit the Elk City Chamber of Commerce Facebook page on Facebook.
I have just been marveling watching our young people this holiday season and these holiday gatherings. See, when we were teenagers, we did not get invited to holiday gatherings, and we certainly didn't host them. But Sam has attended 2 or 3 just in the last few weeks.
Yeah, 3.
I'm convinced that events happened, gatherings happened
And
when we were kids. We just didn't get invited
weren't
to
invited,
them.
okay.
Nobody wanted us.
What are your feelings, Sam, as you've gone through these holiday gatherings with your friends?
I'm thankful to have friends to invite me places.
That is nice.
Samuel, did you know that this Friday, also known as 48 hours from now, this show will celebrate its 20th anniversary?
It was going around on Facebook somewhere, I think.
We got a text this morning, by the way, on the personal text line from Chopper Dave. Looking forward to the anniversary potluck after the show Friday. Has anyone signed up to bring Little Smokies? And as far as I know, no. Now, we were hoping that Chopper Dave would provide the beef. Do you think Chopper Dave, as a young chopper pilot watching Rocky, got excited about a future in meat? Do you think Chopper Dave ever boxed meat? Started punching it in the freezer over at
Do
the big
they still
Big
make?
Blue U?
Here's what I want to know: do they still make Crystal Light? Remember in the 80s, what a big deal that was? Oh, it's this delicious new diet drink, Crystal Light. Remember that?
Wasn't it just sugar-free lemonade?
Yeah.
Well, don't your in-laws drink that? I'm pretty sure they do.
Do they?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Would it be something if they did? I'm really glad about that. Hey, Sam Brewer was a member of the Oak City High School marching band for 2 or 3 or 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 years ago, you went on the big trip to Florida.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of days ago, your sister left on the big trip to San Diego. What are your thoughts and feelings about that?
That's San Diego, California, right? I'm not going, so what do I care? I know it's gonna be a fun trip. I know she's already having fun. Now, I told you 2 years ago that sleeping on the bus wasn't very fun, and it still isn't. According to your daughter, she only got about 3 hours of sleep on the bus.
See, they don't stop. They don't stop at a hotel. They drive through the night. It's a 24-hour trip to Southern California from Western Oklahoma. And so they're on the buses. And by the way, those look like really nice charter buses.
Well, I wasn't on them. So.
Maybe a higher quality than 2 years ago.
Yeah, maybe.
I think they applied more, the band boosters and all, I think they applied more of the money to the actual buses this time.
The diesel fumes, I mean, those are memories that you will never lose.
That's right. But the buses looked really nice from the outside. I saw them in the parking lot a couple of days ago. And so the quality of the ride was probably better, but you say she only got 3 hours of sleep?
Yeah.
Was that by choice?
No, I don't think so. Sleeping on a bus isn't very easy or fun, especially for light sleepers or heavy sleepers or medium sleepers. It's just not fun.
But they already went to the beach, right?
Yes.
And then I got up this morning. I did not see those pictures last night because I'd been in bed for about an hour. But this morning when I got up, I saw the pictures. Of Old Town. What was it called? Old Town?
Yeah. I heard the service at dinner last night wasn't very good.
Uh-oh.
And that your
McDonald's?
And that your daughter accidentally dined and dashed, but then went back and paid.
Accidentally.
I heard there was an incident where two out of her group, I think she might have been in a group of 3 at the time, 2 out of her group got to pay beforehand at a kiosk, but they wouldn't let her pay.
Fun fact. Let's bring it back to people in this room.
Oh,
okay.
here?
Can we bring it back here? Fun fact, 27 years ago today, I met your mother.
So that doesn't apply to me. Why do I care?
Landry, 27 years ago today, I met his mother.
So, and that's when I arrived at this radio station this morning, Nathan was finishing up a poem titled 27. So I guess that's why, that was why, that was the subject matter.
Here's how it begins. A 4-hour drive to Miami. I was asking myself, why me? Went to Joplin that night, saw Tom and Meg do it upright. You've got mail? Good for you, good for me. I just made that up. First date,
that was pretty good.
Met her in Miami, Oklahoma, where she lived at the time. And that evening, we drove to Joplin, Missouri, before the tornado. And we went to see the movie You've Got Mail. We were going to go to the 7 o'clock showing. We got there late. So she took me to Walmart. And we walked around.
Snack bar?
And she thinks she saw some people there she knew, and she wondered if they wondered why she was with this guy that they'd never seen before. I'll have to ask her about that. She won't remember, but I'll ask her anyway.
Probably thought she was being held against her will.
And then finally, and she drove me around Joplin, which is actually a nice town. Big town.
I've gotten gas there, I think.
And then we went to the movie at 9 o'clock and saw You've Got Mail, Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. 27 years ago tonight.
How do you do it?
You guys remember that poem
How do you do it?
I just read you?
No.
Can you? I forgot it. Can you read it back to me?
Sam, did you stay up last night to watch the end of the TCU USC football game? What was that? Was that the Alamo Bowl? What game was that?
I think it was.
How about USC losing to TCU in overtime? According to Chopper Dave, USC lost on a 3rd and 20, missing 3 tackles.
Still playing that touch football defense,
that
huh?
Lincoln Riley defense. Love it. Yeah, USC is paying what, $10-11 million a year to go 9-4. That is money well spent.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Brewer putting a spotlight on Elk City, Oklahoma. One more time, where do people get this list?
You can visit the Elk City Chamber of Commerce Facebook page on Facebook.
Good morning, sunny and 32. This is the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Atha. A wildfire near Kiowa Road in Roger Mills County burned more than 300 acres of pasture land Monday afternoon. Elk City Fire Chief Kyle Cervenka says crews were first called to multiple fires that quickly merged.
They had 4 separate fires burning. They all burnt together into one larger fire. So crews from, Roger Mills County, it was their fire. They had their whole crew here, their task force, and Custer County came over, and then Beckham County came up and assisted. All in all, it looks like 2 separate fires after all of them had kind of burnt together. The east one's sitting at 200 acres.
A second fire to the west burned about 130 acres. Both fires are now mostly contained, with crews working hotspots and securing lines. No structures were damaged and no injuries were reported. Fire officials remind residents that dry grass and warm conditions mean wildfire danger remains high. Nearly a year after the Smokehouse Creek fire burned more than 1 million acres across the Texas Panhandle and into western Oklahoma, 11 Panhandle cities in Texas are taking action against Xcel Energy. Wheeler and Canadian have joined a coalition called the Lone Star 11, claiming negligent utility maintenance caused the February 2024 wildfire, the largest in Texas history. Xcel later accepted responsibility after one of its power poles fell and sparked the fire. City leaders say the damage went far beyond burned land, destroying homes, livestock, and local economies, and they argue unsafe poles are still in service today. Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton has filed suit against Xcel, seeking damages, penalties, and court-ordered fixes, and asking that wildfire costs not be passed on to ratepayers. A North Carolina woman is facing drug charges after a traffic stop on Interstate 40 near Clinton. According to court records, 28-year-old Naziah Monique Turner of Havelock, North Carolina, was stopped on December 21st for speeding near the 65-mile marker eastbound. An officer reported smelling marijuana and later found nearly 12 ounces of marijuana hidden in the trunk, along with mushrooms inside the vehicle. Turner is charged with felony possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and misdemeanor possession of a controlled dangerous substance. She was booked into the Clinton City Jail. These stories and more on our Facebook page and website. Sunny right now in 32. This has been the Paragon Morning News. I'm Jared Atha.
96.5 KECO is the early morning show. Nathan, Landry, Sam, and what can I tell you? New Year's Eve. So let's say quickly, in 60 seconds or so, let's go through our year in review. So, what'd you think of 2025? I really thought CBS News did a story on this last night. They went around asking people what they thought about 2025.
Yeah.
Nobody really had much to say. It just wasn't, when you think back on 2025, well, I don't know, we were just kind of there, weren't we?
Elk City got a new mayor. Incumbent Corey Speaker didn't run for re-election. Micah Kilhofer, bam, new mayor. Elk City High School tennis team, the boys, they won the state championship, first in team history. Academic state champs, so were the girls. Commute won its first ever spring baseball state championship, beating Shattuck 6-3 in the final at Shawnee High School. Then, just a couple of months ago in October, Commute's baseball team, the fall Class A state runner-up. In June, a team called the Thunder won the NBA championship. OSU fired its longtime football coach, Mike Gundy, 21 years on the job. He started the season 1-2 after going 3-9 last year. He left the team they owed him $15 million. That's pretty good. Then they hired a guy named Eric Morris, to replace him. How about that? SWAZU student Logan Musil reported missing on September 30. His body was found October 8 near Sulphur's Veterans Lake. Fellow SWAZU student Cameron Lewis charged in connection with the death. Clinton High School, the football team had to forfeit a football game. Went from a 2 seed to a 4 seed in the playoffs, lost in the first round to eventual state champion Tuttle. Elk City's new fire station opened, new airport hangar opened. And then we ended with record high temperatures. We ended 2025 with record high temperatures on Christmas Day.
No show tomorrow, but come Friday, we'll celebrate 20 years doing this circus. This is 96.5 KECO.